What I'm going to be making today is some pho. Now, pho is spelled P-H-O, it's pronounced pho, but it looks like pho. It's a Vietnamese noodle soup that is one of my favorite soups, noodle soups specifically, in the world. And I found this pho broth in the international aisle and decided I would try and make pho myself. Now, I have made pho from scratch before using a recipe that I found online. I think this will just make things a lot easier because the broth is what's flavored so interestingly. There is the spices in a pho broth are ginger, anise, cardamom, fennel, cinnamon, cloves, a lot of really interesting flavors, and it's divine. Hopefully this is divine. This is by Fuchsia Asian Inspirations, so we will see. I'm gonna do a pretty basic pho. I'm gonna shred some carrot in there. I'm gonna slice up a little tiny red onion. I have one little piece of chicken. I'm actually making this for myself and my son today for lunch. I am gonna give him all the chicken. I just want a vegetarian style. It's gonna have the chicken in the broth, so it's not technically vegetarian, but I just want the vegetables. I'm not in the mood for chicken. We have a little bit of cilantro here for garnish and flavor. And while I wish I had some fresh spinach, I don't. I have some frozen spinach, which is fine. I just don't have any fresh spinach. So I'm gonna put a little bit of spinach in there for a little extra vegetable. I also have this, I got this at Costco, and this is a millet and brown rice ramen noodles, and they come like this, little cakes of noodles that are really delicious. And I always like to have one of these on hand for noodle soups. So let's get started preparing everything for the dish. I'm gonna start by shredding my carrot so it's ready to go. That's probably good for 2 people, and this we'll just use for snacking. Everything is ready, and let's move over to the stove. I have a medium fire going. Put my pot on that, and I'm just going to do a little drizzle of olive oil. I use olive oil for all different kinds of cooking. I'll start by putting my onion and my chicken and getting that sauteed just a little bit. I've got a little bit of cilantro. I'm not sure if you can see. I've got a little cilantro mixed with the onion because I want to get a little cooked cilantro and then garnish at the end with a little fresh cilantro. Cilantro is pretty traditional in a pho, but if you hate cilantro, because I know there are people that really can't tolerate cilantro, you can omit it. You also absolutely can omit the meat and just do vegetarian. You can put whatever vegetables you like in here, or you could use beef, or you could use seafood. You could do it however you like. This is just the way I prefer. Let's get the onion in. I'll put the chicken in. The stock should have salt in it already, but I am just going to season the chicken a tiny bit with a little bit of salt just to get it seasoned. It already smells amazing. One of the things I love about this is that I think it's going to be really quick and easy. Well, it's been very easy so far. I think it's just going to go really quick. So I'm now just going to add in my carrot, a little more cilantro, my frozen spinach, stir it up, and then I'm going to add my broth. So here we go. Going to shake this, open it. Oh my gosh, it smells wonderful, and I'm just going to pour it right in. This is a beef flavored broth. I don't know if you can buy already made broth that's vegetarian, pho broth that's vegetarian. If not, go ahead and make it yourself. Just look up a recipe for what spices to put in, and not quite as easy as this, but also very delicious. Give this a little stir. And once it comes to a simmer, I'm gonna put the noodles in. All right, we're starting to lightly simmer, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the noodles in. They are really cute. They look like this. This is good for one person. So since I'm doing this for two, I'm gonna pop 2 of those in there. And this will give you a nice amount of noodles. You could just do 1 for 2, but I like a lot of noodles in my noodle soup. All right, and I'm just gonna let that simmer lightly until the noodles are cooked. All right, so these noodles are done. You can see them in here, and I am gonna serve them up for us. And here we have a beautiful, huge bowl of noodle soup. We've got noodles and spinach and onion and little bits of chicken. Where did the chicken go? Somewhere in there. So fresh cilantro sprinkled on top, lots of noodles, and this delicious pho broth, which turned out really, really well, and I highly recommend if you can find it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked the video. Hit subscribe and tap the notification bell for notifications on future videos.